people should attend the Hollywood Fringe Festival because it's got such a diverse voices, new voices, things that the things that you're not going to be seeing on, and then that you may one day see on Netflix or Amazon. And also, people should come to have the live experience. It's about 7 to 10 venues in a very small walking area. And they're going to get just a great variety of experiences. You can come and see 2 shows very easily with these Hollywood Fringe voices that you're just not going to be expecting. So it's kind of like, it's not like Coachella because that became so commercial, but it's like Fringe-a-palooza. It's just like the Hollywood Fringe is like a little Fringe-a-palooza of, artists who are determined to get their voices out there, and the audience is really in for a treat. So I think they should venture out to come have experiences.
I totally agree. That was also completely the same thoughts for me. Just the Fringe is an experience where people can come support bold artists. I feel anyone doing a show in the Fringe is an artist who truly believes in their art, seeing the light of the audience or being out there in the world. And I'm sure there's a lot of Fringe artists that are similar to us who feel the Fringe was a perfect place to truly put their work out there despite what anyone else might have to say about it.
Well, people should go to Hollywood Fringe Festival because live theaters, it's just vivacious. There's something that you get out of live theater that you just don't get anywhere else. And it's this feeling of this beat that's so different. Everything's on its toes. You don't know what's going to happen next because the actors sharing that space are also in that same boat. And that's what makes every performance so unique. You'll never get the same performance twice in theater. If you do, yeah, great. But usually you don't. Usually it's so unique and it's meant to be that way. So seeing live theater is a different kind of pulse for entertainment. You get so much out of watching live actors over something on a TV screen that's planned and orchestrated and cut, edited in such a way that is perfect, at least to whoever's editing what they're doing. There's something about live theater that you are getting the unedited, raw, real truth of whatever performance is being done. And that is stunning. That's what makes it worth it. So go see live theater, go support live actors.
Last night, there's a thing that Fringe does. It used to be live. It's called the Cabaret, the Fringe Cabaret. And people who are doing shows can go up and do 3 minutes to 5 minutes of their show. And you just do a little clip. And they used to be live, but last night it was on YouTube, and there's several more to go. So I'm kind of getting a glimpse into what's going up. And wow, from music to dramatic to the quirky, there are some true geniuses in this city. Really, you're going to see some amazing work. There's some really gifted theater people in Hollywood. It's mostly thought of as a film and TV town, but yeah, there are some gifted playwrights here and performers, definitely.
Why should people go to the Hollywood Fringe Festival? I think the Hollywood Fringe Festival offers a wide range of experiences. Like I said, this is my first Fringe Festival, but I have been networking with people, and from what I've been able to see about, people's previews and things like that, there's interactive shows that are even more interactive than mine, and there's a lot of concepts that I wouldn't have even fathomed. There are some shows that don't even have prescribed endings, and it all depends on who's there. And I think that's so exciting. So I think people should attend the Fringe Festival because they're going to experience things that they've never seen before. They're going to be able to interact with their community more. And also live theater is just coming back, so that in and of itself is exciting. And I think there's going to be a new energy that emerges from this long hibernation period that we've had. So, yeah.
It is important for people to go to the Fringe because, I mean, supporting independent artists is everything. Right now, it's literally everything. Everyone who's doing this festival is putting their own money into it, has been working on it for months. There are people here that have had these shows, you know, they've been developing them for years. People are working their asses off, and there's some really, really great stuff happening. There's also a lot of queer art being made this year, in particular at Asylum, a lot of queer playwrights and performers, which rocks. A lot of amazing art by POC artists. And again, independent POC artists, independent queer artists. Like, you know, every year we get like a handful of big budget projects that are like, you know, really rocking about the queer experience or about the Black experience or about like women's experience, POC experience in general by POC, but like to see those are huge funded, you know what I mean? Like huge movies, you know, big musicals and stuff. That stuff is amazing to go see, but it is so important to also put money toward really, you know, young people, independent people, broke people. There's just really special stuff that comes out of that. And there's a lot of really great projects this year. I'm like fully freaked out. It's awesome.
Why I think it's important for everyone to go to the Hollywood Fringe Festival is you're going to see a collection of probably some of the most talented up-and-coming young artists, and whether it be sketch, improv, musical, comedy, everything I've exposed myself to so far, I haven't been disappointed, and the artists I've met so far through Zoom calls like this, there's so many talented people in your community, Southern California, that I can't see you not wanting to go. You've got people who are, and they're doing, like I said, I'm talking about Matthew, they're doing it for all the right reasons, you know. They love what they do. I can't imagine a better day out than, you know, stringing together 2 or 3 Fringe shows, and the community that you will become a part of as an audience. And it is really a communal kind of thing. This is what I've experienced. You're going to love every minute of it. You know, I can guarantee you won't be disappointed.
I think it's important to go to all of as many shows as you can, just to get the experience of the different varieties of shows. You know, there are going to be some that are, you know, have, you know, a huge production value, you know, like have a lot of things going on, have a ton of, like, have big casts. And then there are other plays that are also solo pieces that are going to be more small and intimate. And I think having like that wealth of choices is what makes Fringe so exciting.
Yeah, and I think another thing that makes an event like Fringe really different is that you know, it brings together a group of productions that don't necessarily have a lot to do with each other, you know, thematically or subject matter wise. It brings together a group of, you know, performers and directors and producers and technicians of vastly different backgrounds, telling all kinds of different stories. But I think the common thread among them is a sort of personal. Each one has a very personal vision and is personally important to the people who are making it. You know, there's no corporate imperatives driving the storytelling, or, you know, franchise extension or anything like that. It's just a group of people telling stories that they think are really important to tell, and I think it can be really beneficial to people to see as many of those as they can.
Yeah, I think people should go to Fringe, or you know, if they've never gone to Fringe, go to Fringe for the first time, because it is kind of like a mini renaissance that's happening. You know, it's more theater in a short period of time than you know, the rest of the year, at least for most people. And yeah, you get to see this very current reflection of how people are expressing themselves through theater that you can't really get anywhere else.
Whether people are either catching it live or if they're watching a live stream, you know, these shows, they really are very unique, these stories. Everybody brings in either personal stories or plays that they've written or adaptations of other pieces that I don't think you'll see anywhere else. And I think that's the uniqueness of the Fringe. So for that reason, I think people should come and watch it, because you may experience something here that you may not get anywhere else. And for that reason alone, definitely venture into coming to see the Hollywood Fringe and support the artist and the theater. And I think also because we need support in the theater community right now.
I would say is just, you know, for people to take advantage of the fact that there is an event that's like this. And this, you know, this is an event that's pretty known, like, as well throughout the country and throughout the world. You know, there's the Edinburgh Festival and there's other festivals that those people know about Hollywood Fringe. It's a big deal. And I think we tend to take for granted the thing that's closest to us. But yeah, I want people to go and experience the whole thing, to really go see live theater, watch live stream theater, just get a taste of everything, all of the different events. There's you know, nights that people get together at a club, and there's the socialization part of it, the socializing part, and it just experience the whole thing. It's a really fun, really cool. You'll meet like the best people. You'll just have a blast, and you'll want to keep coming back, and maybe it'll inspire you to want to do your own type of piece. I think that's the greatest part. That you go in and you're looking like, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could do that on stage. I didn't know you could like create something like that. That really makes me want to do it. So yeah, I think it's just I think it's phenomenal, and I want everybody to come check it out. I think you'll get hooked. You really get hooked.
I think people should absolutely see as many plays as you can. It's such an amazing opportunity to just have Hollywood just inundated with new and exciting theater at this time. And like, I don't know about other people, but I have been starved for live theater. I've been waiting for it to come back. So I'm going to be out at as many places as I can. And I think everyone else should be too, because we haven't had a chance to do this in such a long time. And it's so exciting. It's such an exciting time to be excited about theater. So take advantage of it.